to do active listening, you got to be a good listener. And the opposite cannot be said in the same logic, because when I listen actively, active means that I make an effort to hear what the other person is saying, hear the message, and then, as a second step, say in my own words what I think I heard from the other person. And I then confirm with the other person, is this the message that you wanted to convey to me? And I wait for his answer. And if the answer is not definite, then we have a discussion. We find out, what does the other person actually want to convey? And once we've settled that, then as a third step, I can give my point of view. I can talk what I want to say. If I, as a leader, don't make sure that the others are comfortable in giving their point of view, because I'm directive and I want to give my point of view, the others will be more on their guard. They will say, maybe I better not say this because my leader, he may not like this. They don't feel it's an open atmosphere. And as a result, the leader cannot have very dynamic leadership. He cannot not have very dynamic teamwork, because the members of the team will be on their guard. They will not be quite genuine. What we might find is that such teams function well on their own. They get results. They achieve objectives and do things, and the leader is not really responsible for it. And he may be perplexed about it. He may say, hey, they're really achieving things. I got a good team going. And he may have this illusion that he, as the leader, is the one who gets the merit for it. One can say that the leader who is not conscious of the need of his team to express themselves freely, he lacks empathy, because he doesn't sense that there is something there which is deeper than logic. It's feelings. They're always there, and if he somehow prevents those feelings from being felt openly, then he's not assuming good team leadership. Some types would be very sensitive to leaders having a certain style, and they may clam up. You may have the type who simply is afraid to talk because there's conflict in his mind. Conflict will develop, so there'll be no results that come from that type of person with the leadership that is it's not sensitive to people's feelings. Another one who is who's also an action type and also a directive type, he may just become confrontational. And so now the leader has an argument on his hands, and he doesn't understand why this guy should argue with me, because it's clear. And the other person has a different point of view. He's the same type, but has a different point of view. And conflict is very difficult to avoid in that situation. Then there is the person who analyzes everything in too much detail, and this leader will have trouble with this person because it takes too long. So with different people, different types of team members, this leader will have different problems, and that is where it's so important that a leader know his own type and know the type of his team members and act in accordance with the needs of the various types. Younger people today, they're very speedy in everything they do. In other words, everything has to be done quickly because they're involved in so many things, and they tend to be a bit superficial. And so I think rather than being able, not that they're not capable, but able because of everything that goes on around them, being able to become responsive leaders is probably less pronounced than in leaders of more quiet times. The more excited the time is, the more difficult it is to to stop and think, stop and look at oneself.